My dear child, you may be going through a difficult time in your life right now, and you may be dealing with so many things as well as emotional pain. It seems as though before you can get through one thing, another thing happens. In the midst of it, know that God doesn't always still the storm raging around you, but He stills the storm raging in you. Don't give up. He is healing and strengthening you in the areas that you cannot see. You will get through this, and you will come forward as a new creation in Jesus' name. My child, know that. Forgive those who did not know how to love you. They taught you self-love. Forgive those who did not know how to treat you as you deserve. They showed you self-care. Forgive those who did not believe in your dreams. They pushed you to go forward and to self-motivate. Forgive those who did not know how to support you. They helped you self-empower. Forgive and make room in your soul to become the best version of yourself. Forgiveness is for you, not them. We are all carrying a great deal of a sadness within us. We're all hiding it under something prettier. We're all using whatever is available in the moment to distract ourselves from what pain does to you. You think about it because we've all suffered our fair share of heartbreaks. That should make us a lot more empathetic towards each other. It should help us understand that everyone has bad days, and that being kind to someone might just help them feel better. Unfortunately, the way we cope with our negative feelings is by projecting them onto the people around us. We hurt others because we've been hurt ourselves. It's this toxic cycle that goes on and on until one day when we are made to face the realization of just how many people we trampled over, only to feel a little less vulnerable of our own heartache. Confront yourself, confront your emotions, your thoughts, your soul, your habits, every little thing about yourself, both the good and the bad, not because it's the right thing to do, but because it's the only way to truly know yourself. It's the only way to see yourself radically, holistically, fully. You deserve to know yourself, even if it means questioning your behavior, even when you don't know why you do what you do, because what you have isn't just emotions or thoughts. They're your emotions, your thoughts, your heart and soul, your perspective, your opinions, and so, of course, they have worth. Of course, they need to be felt, heard, and seen. Whatever is born out of the life you live right now, you owe it to yourself to pull up for precise seeking. Know why that is the way, why that is the direction you've chosen, why this route and not the hundreds you could have taken, why this door and not the thousands you chose not to walk through. You are your own person, and to remind yourself of that, it pays to confront yourself when you can, however you can, and as often as you need to. You meet yourself where you're at. You stop running and reaching for a future nor healed version of you. You allow yourself to simply be in the present. You accept yourself entirely. You let your darkness and your light peacefully coexist. You excavate ego protective behaviors. You change what you can. You reunite with your inner child. You apologize. You acknowledge your pain. You celebrate your expansion. You protect your peace. You cut out toxicity. You start saying no to people who do not value you. You strip yourself bare. You remember who you are. You see that you are joy. You see that you are love. You pray. You keep faith in divine timing. In the meantime, you know that you are already enough. On your own, you raise the admission, price of access to you. You let go of old stories that no longer serve you. You write a new chapter of the book that is your life. When you hold yourself to a high standard, you are declaring to the world that you are worthy of respect, love, and happiness. You recognize that your time and energy are valuable, and you choose to invest them in people and activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. This means creating healthy boundaries that protect your mental, emotional, and physical well-being, and having the courage to walk away from situations or relationships that no longer serve your growth or happiness. It's not always easy to set these standards for ourselves, especially when we're afraid of being seen as selfish. But by doing so, we unlock the power of self-love and self-respect, and we inspire others to do the same. Type 999 if you agree. God saying today, when we prioritize our own well-being, we show the world that we are strong, capable, and deserving of all the good things life has to offer. The world needs more people who know their own value and live their lives accordingly. There are many layers to healing, and one of the more uncomfortable ones is reflecting on who you once were, how you once behaved, and what you used to tolerate. Looking back on your journey, sometimes you'll feel relief. Sometimes you'll feel remorse. Other times you'll wonder what took you so long to wake up. But one of the best gifts of this unique perspective on your transformation is understanding where others are in their journey and having compassion for them. It can be frustrating to watch people we care about, or even strangers, live in ways that don't serve their greatest good, just as you once didn't. Pity and judgment won't change a thing. But imagine what would have helped you when you were there, when you stayed too long in an unhealthy relationship, when you sold yourself short, when you settled for a life you dreaded because you feared the unknown. Acceptance and appreciation for where someone is right now are powerful ways to bring out the best in each other. And no matter where others are in their healing, they deserve the space to be as they are, without the pressure or expectation of forced and unsustainable growth. And above all, exercise unconditional love, ruminating on some of the insufferable asterisk treatment in the past. Do you ever wonder what the impact of someone wrapping their arms around you and telling you it will be okay would have? If you're now on the other side of healing, exercise boundaries and know how to protect your peace, but also be mindful of how you encourage others to do the same. If you demand others to grow or attempt to influence them in ways that don't resonate, their walls go up even higher, caging them in their current conditioning. But when you nurture the spirit of another despite their stage of healing, the walls soften, the eyes open, and they begin to notice in themselves all the parts of them that you've held space for, the same way you held space for your self-perceived broken parts until you loved them back together. Do you assume the worst? Picture worst case scenario, sure that others have bad, mean intentions. It's a horrible head space to live in. You'll feel anxious and hurt just by your thoughts. This world is tough enough. Don't make it worse. No matter what goes on, if you think positive, assume the best, you'll be better off. You are good with God. Let him handle others, intentions and motives. Trust God with all situations. Live life with happy, hopeful thoughts. God sees all. He'll deal with it. When negative thoughts and images of the future enter your mind, immediately replace them with positive ones. This can be done by mentally wiping away the negative image and replacing it with a vision of a desirable outcome. For example, if you find yourself worrying about a negative event happening tomorrow, change your thoughts to envision everything working out perfectly. Similarly, if you find yourself visualizing yourself as unhealthy or weak, change the image to one of strength and vitality. This simple yet effective habit of flipping negative thoughts to positive ones will have a significant impact on your everyday life. We all want to flourish in our mental and emotional health, but at times we deal with anxiety, depression, or compulsive behavior. Grief, health problems, and trauma can evoke great psychological distress that can make it difficult for us to function. Many of us have loved ones with mental health challenges. If you are loved one are struggling to remain emotionally balanced, mentally sharp, and at your best in your work or relationships, please don't feel ashamed. It's not a sin to struggle with your mental health. You can stabilize and begin the road to improvement by reaching out for help and taking positive steps one day at a time. You may need to talk to a therapist, often a wise, caring, and strong coach, like one of the SAR coaches with soul. Shepherding is enough to begin, but getting healthier emotionally, relationally, and spiritually. We tell people you'll get help when you and I join God in caring for you. Type yes if you believe. God says, your faith in God may not feel strong. That's okay. All you need is a mustard seed-sized faith in a big God who totally loves you. Luke 17:5-6. The best place to see God is to look at Jesus in the Gospels. It's heartwarming and inspiring to see how he cares for the hurting and those on the margins of society. Man talked to the Lord, and we read, Jesus looked at him and loved him. Mark 10:21. Can you see Jesus looking at you with a warm smile? This is the beginning of flourishing in your mental health. Life is built on bad and good days. We turn into loudspeakers when life is showing its glamorous side to us, but life is pretty ugly too. We take pride in the goodness, and when we live in the bad days of our life, we want to escape these bad days, define us as much as happy days. We never want to own up to our mistakes, failures, hurt, and pain. If good days ours, so are bad days. Smiles belong to us as much as tears. The laughter comes out of us, and so with the sirene I couldn't stop dancing when life had planned only happiness for me, and I denied getting up from bed when life took a shot at me. But life is sweet and bitter. It'll feed us salt some days, and not sugar. Not only are all things made by God, all things are made of God, all are the offspring of God. God is one. Things or divisions are the projections of the one. God being one, he must command himself to be the seeming other for. There is no other. The Absolute cannot contain something within itself that is not. Itself, if it did, then it would not be. Absolute, the only one. Dear God, Zero Lord, how many are my foes? Many are rising against me, many are saying. Of my soul there is no salvation, for him in God. But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head. I cry aloud to you, and you answer me. From your holy hill, plead down and sleep, and I wake again. For you have sustained me, I will not fear the men of this world, even if thousands set themselves against me. Arise, O Lord, save me, Zero, my God. For salvation belongs to you alone, may your blessing be ever on your people. I have transformed myself, and while I am still a work in progress. If you had seen me then, you wouldn't recognize me now. I have evolved and glowed the F* cup, glowing from the inside out, and because I've built me, I have learned to protect me. So I am heavily protective of my energy. I am choosy with that. I give my time, energy, and attention to. I only surround myself with those who match my energy, those who inspire me, so I let alignment lead me if it doesn't belong where I'm going. It's not coming with me. How we communicate and show up for one another is really important, especially when someone is struggling with their mental health. Probably most of us at one point or another have felt shamed, belittled, invalidated, judged, or unloved by people's response to our. And as a result, many of us have learned to repress our emotions and put on a happy face around others in order to avoid being hurt again. But this ultimately amplifies our mental, emotional pain and leaves us to suffer alone without the healthy and loving support we need. Even worse, these damaging relational experiences can cause us to expect this same level of emotional invalidation and judgment from God, leading us to believe that our Heavenly Father is impatient, unloving, and judgmental of our mental health struggles. Even if we know in our heads this is not true, we might struggle to believe it in our hearts. That's why it's so important that we learn healthy and loving ways to communicate and support one another in our mental health. Something you have asked for will soon turn up in your life. Every time you request something, you plant a seed in your quantum field or vibrational reality where it begins to grow and move toward you. This is how we create and expand consciousness. Asking is the first step in any creation. It only needs to be about 10% of the creative process. But somehow, most of us mac it. About 90% if we don't see any desires are coming into. Keep asking. This holds us in a place where the answers can't be heard. What you desire is on its way. You only need to ask once. It doesn't matter whether this is aloud or in your mind, because the universe interprets vibrations, not words. Allow yourself to drift into the matrix of your quantum field that contains. Type Amen if you agree. Your angel saying today, your seeds of possibilities. Every time you create a new desire, a seed is formed and begins to grow. Seeds contain entire blueprints of creation. Float with ease among your seeds and believe in your ability to create. Perfect card for the end of the week. and the lunar cycle of a full moon. New beginnings, fresh ideas, the feeling of new pathways and journeys. It's all possible, the finishing of what was, and the awakening of what there are no barriers, no blockages and any challenges. Easily be circumnavigated. A promise of new growth and the shedding. Of the old we've had the card of simplifying our life, and that makes way for the new as well. This week everything has flowed to this moment, this concept of starting. It doesn't mean you give up on dreams or wishes, no. It means that there are new possibilities opening up and new doorways. It means you are willing to take another path if revealed to help get you there. Quicker and easier. Have a beautiful and most blessed day, everyone. I'm bursting with joy for you. And as they went on their way, they came unto a certain water, and the eunuch said, See, here is water. What doth hinder me to be baptized? And Philip said, If thou believest, * with all thine heart, thou mayest. And he answered and said, I believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. And he commanded the chariot to still, and they went down both into the water, both Philip and the eunuch. And he baptized him. And when they were come up out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord caught away Philip, that the eunuch saw him no more, and he went on his way rejoicing. But Philip was found at Azotus, and passing through, he preached in all the cities till he came to Caesarea. Numbers 17-6-8. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel, and every one of their princes gave him a rod apiece, for each prince one, according to their fathers' houses, even 12 rods, and the rod of Aaron was among their rods. And Moses laid up the rods before the Lord in the tabernacle of witness. And it came to pass that on the morrow Moses went into the tabernacle of witness, and behold, the rod of Aaron for the house of Levi was budded, and brought forth buds and bloomed blossoms, and yielded almonds. You here form this person for some of you. You might even bump into each other unexpectedly. Take a moment to breathe and look around to see how much blessing you got. For some of you have been experiencing such a blast emotional purging in the past 2 months, and now you're getting the blessing hand to hand from the heaven. It is made for you, only for you. You are about to reach into the emotional fulfillment, stability, and security. This is something you have been waiting in wishes for. There is such deep bond and about to develop into something more deeper than you thought. However, it will be such a slow movement, so be patient with this person and yourself. This is such a true love with true happiness, hence why when you two are in distance / separation, perhaps much more hurt / longing than it should be. Karmic cycle has to happen in order to lead you into your highest purpose. This is a sense of happily ever after relationship. On the other hand, someone haven't choose love just yet. There is still some sense of depression mode because of what happened in the past. What are you trying to achieve? Who are you trying to satisfy? Not even yourself is feeling satisfied. With this connection, the delay is because of your own thoughts / mindest. You have got everything you need and content. What I see someone here is choosing headspace, short fling, in any kind of form, May will see a spark in your love life. There is a passionate connection that you are involved in, but you could be at a crossroads when it comes to making a decision about it. For some, this is a twin flame slash a soulmate connection. The chemistry and intensity between you both is quite strong, but you both could also be mirroring each other at the same time. Type 111 if you believe. God saying today, you need to be patient and follow your inner voice on this love connection. Painful times are coming to an end, but beware of making any foolish actions out of impulsiveness. Control your anger and your tongue. You will see an end to painful times towards the end of May, when eclipse energies will have subsided and Mercury will go direct in money/career/job and finances. You need to go slow. You are building a strong foundation for your future success, and for that patience is very important. In May, you will see a boost in your finances. People will look up to you for your wise advice. You will be successfully able to manage your home and career, but a word of caution: you are being asked to keep your cards close to your chest. Don't let others know your next move, especially about your finances. Business, there could be an unexpected offer coming your way towards the end of May that might require you to travel. But again, don't be quick to take up this offer, or you might regret it later. May is a month where you need to follow your heart rather than your head. The energy is supercharged. New beginnings are about to abound. Now that you have dived deep and walked through the fire and revelations, old timelines are collapsing. New inspirations are coming stronger and stronger after this huge cleansing. Sometimes a tower has to fall down so that newness is built. A new journey is starting. It's because you did all you did that you found this doorway into the new. Your reset is now. You are being picturized by someone as the most abundant and caring individual. This person knows that you know it too. I think that something has happened that has made them realize this truth even more. Also, I see that this person knows that the happiness that they want is there. They turn towards you, and this person knows that there is a hope. The question now is not whether this what they want. The question now is how to make it happen. This person knows and understands your nature very well. I see that this person wants to see you happy. They know what makes you happy, and they want to be that way. They are still confused about stability, and they don't know how will this situation become stable. But I see that they want to try. This person does not have any intention of hurting you. They want to be slow and want to make it stable. There could be history here where things were not aligned or in order. They do not want that to happen again. I see this playing on their mind a lot. Divine feminine, you may notice things that used to scare you no longer do. You may have been tested with your comfort zone and find yourself moving through things much easier that normally would have bothered you. You may feel more confident internally and externally, and after the eclipse you may feel a shift and notice that you have moved into a new world. You no longer resonate with the past. version of yourself you are clearly, able to see who you are becoming. You may now have a different perspective on life and starting to fully understand why you may have gone through so much in the past. Divine masculine you may be taking a break from life and work, allowing yourself to shut off and take time to be silent. You may be missing your divine feminine and feeling constant reminders daily about how much you want to go back to speaking through your separation. There may be a lot of signs and synchronicity now as you move forward in your path. You may be starting to feel your cynic even deeper with your divine feminine, finding yourself thinking about them a lot. Firstly, I'm getting that it's important to try and see the humor in a situation. Sometimes laughing at a misfortune or setback is the best way to recover from it. There's been an obstacle on your path, which you've been trying hard to break through. This could be something financial or material related with the Five of Pentacles. You've been worried about not having enough of something or being abandoned by someone. However, the Chariot is your call for deep surrender and acceptance. There's times to give up control and let Spirit handle things. We can't always know what the divine path is, and it can be frustrating when it seems that it doesn't align with our desired path. Interestingly, as I'm typing out this message, just noticed 2 birds making a nest in our garden. This is a lucky sign and is meant to inspire the heart, especially during times of despair. I pulled one extra card for a final message and received the Emperor. Power is coming to you. God's saying today for you, others may surprise you with generous offers. Know when to act and when to receive. You have already created a great foundation for yourself, and this will see you through any challenges. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and you can nearly see it. Some of you are having conflict of interest over stability, home, job, or money. You are having too much going on either in your mind, worrying about your stability, or there is some kind of family situation or struggle among colleagues over some kind of task. It is like you have to prove your worth and have to bear the pain to receive something. You are someone who could be an earth sign or a fire sign who have love for life. You want luxury, stability, and all physical pleasure in life, and nothing wrong in that. Your main focus is to attain this status or a milestone in life. On the other side, your person is taking a break after a hair break or death of an idea or project. This person has gone through a struggle where they were attacked from left, right, and center, but now they are out of that struggle, and looks like that is the past for them now. They are in state of accepting the closure of something and are in recuperation mode. This person asking for some kind of forgiveness from universe for their past actions. This person is going to contact you and bring clarity or truth about something which is weighing heavily on their mind. I have got the card of insomnia, 3rd time in a row, not shown here. After this communication, this person and you both will start a new chapter, either with each other or separately. But there will be a fresh start. Triggers, tests, and omens may be surfacing around conflicts and drama. With others, you may come to the conclusion that you are outgrowing these people and patterns requiring. Making changes, decisions can be made to end your role in those old stories and create a new reality for yourself. Making this changes now are part of the new lifestyle that is being written during Pluto retrograde. Doing so will benefit your finances and relationships. A much more supportive and stable home, family, marriage, and financial security is available. Set boundaries with your time and energy so you can expand into the powerful creator that you are. These are the blueprints being downloaded now. With determination, take the lead through empowering yourself, standing up for yourself, knowing you deserve to have it all. Make it happen. Beloveds, yes, when we speak it is often reactive, and we are often quick to lead with our egos rather than our hearts. When we are following old patterns, the universe provides us with many platforms for us to get it, although there is no right or wrong in the spirit world. There are unhealthy/repeated behaviors that would greatly benefit us to release and assist in raising our vibration when we let go of them. This gives us the opportunity to choose a new way of doing things. In the twin flame journey, this is especially crucial and greatly impacts how we experience this process. In the past, when my twin flame would say something I attributed to be insulting, I would spaz out, giving him a lecture on everything he does and says that is wrong, insulting him in the process. It wasn't intentional on my part. However, I had deeply ingrained reactions to being triggered, which led to me overreaction. I realized I was experiencing the same repeated results like Groundhog Day, even though I was hoping to get the results I was pushing further away. So I finally had a realization of what I truly needed to do, and the next time he said something that I was bothered by, I decided to not react to it. I chose to simply ignore it, acted like it didn't exist, and know in my heart the truth, no matter what anyone else said to me. And you'll never guess what happened. I was never insulted again by my twin flame. When we don't react, when we are not impacted by the external but recognize the illusion of this plane, we notice that the very thing that bothered us was nothing but a way for us to grow on this journey, and our twin flame is often an innocent party simply playing out the dynamics to help us grow. The Queen of Pentacles is both the nurturer and provider of her family, and also very independent. Perhaps you have a decision to make about how you're going to provide and nurture, or who you will be helping. God says you're in position of power and have important decisions coming up. You may feel you're at a crossroads and aren't sure which path is best to take, which will bring a better return or offer the most abundance. You may have had an idea recently that you want to commit to, and you are trying to plan this so you can turn energy and an idea into something tangible. If you're struggling to stay focused, then get outdoors or practice meditation. The more you invest in your spiritual path right now, the more success you'll experience in your material world. I see a boomerang, as if a big investment is going to pay off, something you've put out there to. The universe is returning to you My dear child, your turn is coming. Your time is coming. Your happiness is coming. Even if it feels like you have been celebrating the happiness and success of others a lot lately, make sure you don't forget about all the things you already have to. Be grateful for you may not have it all just yet, but you are a work in progress, and there is still so much falling into place for you. Your journey may look a little different, but I promise you it isn't any less worthy of recognition. There are moments so worth celebrating that are unfairly overlooked, so instead of feeling like you can only smile for other people, normalize feeling proud of yourself for ending a toxic relationship instead of staying with them for the sake of being in a relationship. Normalize being proud of yourself for leaving a job where you had the opportunity to progress your career, but it was destroying your soul. In the process, normalize being proud of yourself for putting your life on hold as you heal. It gets exhausting saving all your smiles for other people, so please don't forget how far you have come and how proud of yourself you should be. Don't let your impatience cause you to grow cynical. Everything coming to you is worth waiting for. Just don't forget to celebrate everything along the way. God says to you, there will be days that won't feel right to you, and that's okay. Life has many phases. You do not have to love them all, nor do you have to pretend to be okay when you feel disappointed or hurt. You just have to make it through some of those phases one day at a time so that you can get to those that actually matter. But do not forget the lessons you learn through the hard days. They may not be easy to accept or appreciate, but they will give you the wisdom and the courage you need to move ahead. You will get an opportunity to work with someone with regards to something important to your path. Maybe this person is someone you will build a future within a romantic way, or maybe this is someone that you will work with in a significant way, such as a business partner. Make sure you don't lose yourself and what is important to you in this process, as you will not need to in order to make this work. You are both needing to work together by maintaining your independent self. It is this independence in you and your attributes you bring that attracted this partnership. You don't need to change yourself to fit another's ideal, as you are already ideal to them, and you don't need to limit your voice with them as they are wanting to fully hear you, your views, your ideas, the things that make you tick. You are valued for precisely who you are. It is not always easy to know who you can trust, but using your intuition to help you discern will always help you to identify those who are kindred spirits and whether they are worthy of your loyalty. So trust what your intuition tells you about them and just be yourself and watch something magical happiness things develop. Someone feel happy and at home with you. You bring a sense of comfort and joy into this person's life, but balance could be lacking in your relationship, causing one of you to give more and the other person being a taker. Your person is too stuck up in their head. They have their fears and insecurities blocking their thinking, and hence they cannot make a decision or take a stand. About your connection, your person could be struggling to balance their lives, even financially. They could be going through some rough times. They'd also feel guilty the way they treated you in the past, and for some, they could have even been two-timing you. Now they're overthinking, and their guilt could be getting the better of them. They will try to find a way to get back to you, as I have the reunion card at the bottom of the deck. When there's a lot going in your inner and outer world, it's powerful to slow down and self-reflect. You're being presented with massive opportunity for deep inner healing. Face any internal conflict with grace and be easy on yourself. The best solution during this time is to be patient. When you accept, detach, and let go certain things, you allow things to effortlessly fall into place. Avoid controlling, holding on, being rigid or overly attached to outcomes. Don't put too much pressure on making things perfect, and simply flow with life. Let go old ways of being that don't feel peaceful or aligned anymore. You deserve a life of peace and ease. Keep it simple. Currently, this person feel like you are showing them fake, or you are no longer emotionally attached to them. It can be because of your careless behavior towards them, or you are not chasing them anymore like you used to do in past. This person know that you are the most lower person they ever met, but how things went between both of you is something that can change your point of you towards them. And this connection, currently, this person feel like they are no longer your first and last choice. You might be seeing option, or you are entertaining someone else. High jealousy and possessive energy is coming from this person's cards. This person is lovesick for you. They feel complete and cared when they are with you. This person really enjoy your company, and they think that if they choose you, they will always be happy, and they are sure about it. This person feel like they need to put more efforts in this connection if they want you in their life. They are watching you from a distance. This person stalk you every time they open up their mobile. Currently, strange type of time period is going on between both of you, where both of you want to communicate, spend time with each other, but both of you think that the other person don't want the same thing, and you don't want to look like a clingy partner, so you are keeping your emotion to yourself only. Asterisk the silent treatment and no contact zone will be in date within next 1 week from your partner side. Throughout life we experience asterisks many different kinds of friendships. On rare occasions we encounter someone so special that we just know we met for a reason. These are the kinds of friendships that last forever, no matter what city you live in or how often you speak, no matter how old you get or what phase of life you are in. The type of friendship that has no judgment and sticks by you through everything. There is no greater comfort than knowing that this person will be right there beside you to share the happiness, the sadness, and everything in between. They encourage your dreams and celebrate your wins without an ounce of jealousy. They just want what's best for you and you for them. there isn't much more to it. They are warm and bright, loving, and loyal. You can't help but feel authentically happy in their presence, like the best version of yourself. Yes, this message is asking about the truth in your everyday life, in any circumstance and situation, at any time. You are right about asking about this situation happening in your life. You already know the truth, even if this knowledge is hidden deeply in your heart. Take a moment and feel what your body says about this situation. There are no hidden feelings here. Your body also knows the truth and will tell it to you if you just stop what you are doing and listen. You can also hear the truth from your angels. Just close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Ask your questions. Listen to the words that come to your mind. Your angels will always tell you the absolute truth. Not only you are going to hear and tell the truth about yourself, and to others as well. If you are scared to tell the truth, ask Archangel Michael to give you courage and protection. He will also help you know exactly what to say and to do. The foundation is about to be rebuilt and is stronger than ever. There will be blessing coming in your life. It will be hand to hand. You have done so much inner work, and the breakthrough is finally here in the corner. You are growing and expanding as a person, and spirituality for some of you are guided to take action. This could be mean start from yourself, the very beginning, as it will lead into your highest purpose in this lifetime. There were many clouded uncertainty energy around or within yourself, but now it passed. You are now become more aware of your own self-worth and value. The karma will do the work for you, so relax. There is justice. Energy plays a part here in order to help you. Every struggle is about to the end. The moon energy is also helping you in love aspects area. There will be a lot of renewal when it comes to love. However, for some of you, I am told that you are now come to the realization of I deserve to be treated better than this. So you set firm boundaries between you and someone. If you haven't, the spirit is asking you to do some checkup on yourselves to be able to know what kind of healthy boundaries you need to set. See how much better you feel. Asterisk, just focusing on your breathing. There's some small ways to remain present and mindful, which won't take a lot of time out of your busy schedule. If you're busy at home, then grab a smudging stick and smudge yourself every so often. That's what I do on busy days. And it's a little energy booster. If you aren't feeling busy yet, then get prepared, because it may take you by surprise. Notice how the guy in the Seven of Wands is wearing odd shoes. He wasn't ready for this and was caught off guard. You've tasted success recently, even if it felt brief. And now you've got work to do in order to get another taste. The good news is that after eek, things will happen fast. Don't compare, compete, be you. And remember your vision. It'll help you stay grounded and keep believing in your dreams. Find the balance between strength and rest, and you'll be fine. Whatever you're worried about right now will show a solution soon. The truth about love is that Asterisk, you won't expect it, and you won't see it coming. And maybe that's the beauty of it. Love just appears out of the blue and surprises you. At every twist and turn, it grabs you out of nowhere and changes you for the better. One day you'll fall in love, and for the first time, everything will feel right. Asterisk, one day you'll find the love you deserve, and until then, believe that you are deserving of it. It's okay if you refuse to settle down until you're ready. It's okay to be alone instead of rushing to be with someone. You're not at fault for being optimistic about love. You're being idealistic in expecting to find true happiness. For love is the one thing you should never compromise. Your principles for never settle for someone who doesn't intrigue your mind and move your heart. Never accept someone less deserving of what you have to offer. You deserve your text to be answered, and someone who's excited to spend time with you every waking moment. You deserve materialized promises and plans turned into reality. You deserve a real relationship. You deserve something that lasts. You deserve someone you can be with openly. You deserve someone who brightens your life and gives you more reasons to smile every single day. You deserve someone who makes you know deep down within your gut that you finally got it right. So please don't ever settle for less, because everything your heart wants, it's out there. You are deserving of it. Make sure that you are open to it when it arrives, for it is going to change your life, where we bought things right back and allowed ourselves to access our inner voice, where we de-stressed for the outside world and bought it all back. Now we have the opening of our heart chakra, our most important center, where dreams are made and where hopes reside. Open yourself up to love on the most divine level. Feel gratitude like you have never felt it before. Feel the love of those around you and those you care about. Feel the love of who you are, warts and all. You are an amazing, beautiful soul, and you should cherish yourself. Too often we over-criticize ourselves, and at times others as well. A perfect day to rekindle or strengthen relationships. Spend quality time with those you love and take away the annoyances you may have been feeling towards then, and remember why you loved them in the first place. See them for who they truly are as well. Perhaps they just need to hear it too. And yes, you know, I gotta say it, I am that much of a geek. Each time you bump into someone who tells you that you need to hustle hard while you're young, I want you to remember this. So I want you to learn how to love yourself. And trust me, it's not as difficult as it sounds. What would you do if a close friend of yours calls you and tells you they've had a hard day? Send them an ice cream. Speak words which comfort. Tell them it gets better. I want you to do all of those things for yourself. Spend time building that playlist as much as you'd spend time building that work proposal. Spend time dreaming about randomest of things for a good 7 hours at night while you build on some dreams in the day. Spend time doing absolutely nothing sometimes. Yes, absolutely nothing if you're going out there burning the midnight oil to find Some light within, make sure. It carries warmth. Type Amen if you agree.